right, thanks for joining me again today, Life with the Dixons. Today's task, we're now inside the house and we're gonna try and the next project is the windows. We're gonna try and do something to these windows so they don't look so dated. And I mean, just from that little piece of fake granite that's on there, we're gonna add trim, like window stool and trim around the windows so it look more up to date. So thank you for joining us today and watch me work. And there's a couple of things that I'm gonna do today too, because I'm gonna show you how to do it on a budget, and you'll understand what I mean, because you don't have to, there's some things that you're gonna have to purchase, like the window stool. If you can find it somewhere, that's fine, like at a thrift store or at a Habitat for Humanity. Normally when folks renovate homes, they donate these pieces to Habitat for Humanity, and it's never a bad time or never a bad thing to go there and just look around. And I'm gonna actually take you to the store with me today, because sometimes I go there just to look for pieces, and you just never know what you can find. And every day is a different buy or a different, you know, you have different things available, because remember, they don't have a stock. It's just whatever's there you get. And if you want it, you buy it then, because if you go tomorrow, you're not gonna see it. So we're gonna take a trip to the Habitat Humanity this morning, and then we're gonna go to Home Depot or Lowe's, maybe Lowe's, because I went to Home Depot trying to find the piece that I need, and somehow it's no longer in stock. So the place I found it was Lowe's, and we're gonna go buy a piece just to show you the costs and the total process. All right, so the first window we're gonna start on is this one. This is our living room window. So, it's very bright, so, but this is it. So, it has a piece of fake granite on the stool, and we're gonna case it out, we're gonna trim it out so it can have a fancier look. So that's our project today. So now you see what it looked like, and you're gonna see me do the work on this window on a budget. Now here's one that's already done. I did this yesterday just to make sure of all of my dimensions and what I need to purchase, and just to get a head start, because I had a few hours in the day yesterday. Never got a chance to film it, but today we'll film this one, the other one that I'm doing today, so you can see it. So this is pretty much what we want it to look like. We want to give it a nice finished look, nice trim look. It's not painted yet, it's just prime, or we bought it just like that. And so this is what we're trying to achieve out of the living room window today. Excuse the blinds, we'll be getting rid of those. We just want to get a couple windows done before we go buy blinds. So like I said, this is what the goal for today is, to do the living room window just like I did this one yesterday. All right, so I realized it was kind of dark right there where I was trying to show you the measurement. So I'll just take it to the next clip and you'll understand better of what I'm doing. Okay, so because it was so dark inside, we're gonna try and do it here in the shop. But what we're trying to explain is the measurement. You just measure the inseam from side to side of the window, and then add 6 inches for the overhang to where the trim is gonna sit. Okay, so my inseam was 72, and we're gonna add 6 inches to the outer edge for the trim, and that would be 78 inches. Now the point only for measuring is if you go to the salvage store, say the Habitat store, and you find a piece chances are it's probably not going to be 8-foot piece, because they probably would return it back to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever they buy it from. So it's going to be a scrap piece. And say you have another window in your house, which is, you know, somewhat not a full, you don't need a full piece for that. You can find a scrap piece at one of these stores. So that's the whole purpose of measuring the window. You know, you might have a laundry room, you might have a smaller bedroom with a smaller window. And like I said, taking a measurement and going to these stores and knowing that you have these projects that you're going to do, you just have like a little list that you can say, okay, you know what you're looking for, you know. And if you see, to pick it up, like if you see the trims that you're going to need down the road for a certain project, you just pick it up. So that's just pretty much the reason for getting the measurement. Because here's another thing. If you go to Lowe's, in which we're going to show you the process of buying this in Lowe's. It is at Lowe's, and it comes in one piece. It's 96 inches. You're not going to cut it. They're not going to sell it cut. You're just going to have to buy a 96 inches piece. So therefore, you probably get lucky by being able to buy one piece, and you can use it for 2 windows. I don't know. It depends on what size your windows are. So that's what the measurement is for. So just grab a tape, do a measurement, a couple of the windows in your house, and when you salvage in the salvage store, and you come across some of these pieces, you know, it's nice to say as well, I'm gonna need this anyway. So therefore, you'll get it, because if you buy a piece from the salvage store and it say you have all your windows in your house are over 36 inches in width, okay, and you say, hey man, I'm gonna need this little piece, so you buy it. They don't have a return policy, so that's why the main purpose is for you to measure. You don't want to buy a piece that's just too short, and then when you get to the house, it don't fit none of your window. Okay, so that makes sense for you to have an idea of, say, at least the smallest window in your house that says, I don't want to pick up a piece smaller than this measurement. All right, so another thing that we were supposed to be discussing is some of the tools that you're going to need for this project. We know we're going to need a miter saw, and we'll do that. We'll show you the process to rent one at Home Depot. A miter saw, we're going to need a compressor with a nailer, a nail gun we call it. We're going to need maybe an oscillating saw, tape measure. You're going to need maybe a little jigsaw, but if you have like a hand saw, it works the same way. Jigsaw just do things a little bit faster. You need maybe a little vacuum just to get up all your pieces. And another thing that you need to make sure you have for this project is a safety glasses, some dust masks, and a set of gloves, hand gloves. If you have that, you should have some laying around the house somewhere or around the shop. If you don't have that, you would probably want to pick some of that up. Safety glasses, gloves, and dust masks, because we create some dust and some splinters from the granite when you're breaking it up. All right, good. Oscillating saw, it's worked just like a utility blade. This is just a faster, it just get the job done a whole lot faster. I mean, for when you take the granite off, sometimes you got some uneven edges, and you're gonna want to just to smooth it out a little bit, give you a nicer, straighter edge. This does a really good job. But if you don't have this, you don't have to run out and buy one of these. You can have a utility blade and just put a level on it and just draw your pencil line, and then you just cut with your utility knife. So I'm not saying to go out and get one of these, because most folks don't even need these. But since we're in the trade and this is what we do this for a living, this helps us to go a hell of a lot faster. All right, you're gonna need some of these tools here on my table, and I'm saying if you've done any project in your home, you should have some of these little tools laying around. So it's not a big, you don't have to go out and purchase a whole bunch of stuff just to get this little project it's only the main pieces that you're probably going to need to focus on, like the miter saw, the compressor, and the nail gun. Nothing else is really seriously that you need to get. But anyway, we're going to head to Lowe's and we're going to show you the process of picking out that piece of board, and hopefully you'll join me there. All right, thank you so much. We're now on our way to Lowe's. We're gonna pick up that window molding, and I'll show you when I get there what the price is and the process. We will also stop into Home Depot just to get a pricing on the rental for those equipment that we're gonna need, the compressor, miter saw, nail gun, stuff like that. And then when I get back, I'll just explain to you what the prices are. If we do have enough time left, we'll run inside we'll run inside the Habitat store and just take a look around, and you'll see that process also. If not, we'll do that another day, but right now we just need to get to Lowe's, get that piece of board, and get to Home Depot, get the pricing for you so I can get it posted. All right, so I'll check in again when I get to Lowe's. All right. Okay, made it to Lowe's, and we're gonna try to find this piece of trim, which is the window stool, and see what the price of it is, and just to make sure that y'all see where y'all can get it. We're here. All right. This is what we're looking for. This is the trim. This is the piece we're looking for. Notice it got that little bevel, that little round edge on it. This is the exact piece we're looking for. This is the most important part of this trim, is this little edge right there. So as I said before, this piece only comes in 8-foot pieces. This is 96 inches, and here's the price for it. Don't mistake this one for it. This is a press board. It's the same exact look, but this is a cheaper version, which I do not recommend. If you're doing this for your house, you want to make sure you put the best quality in your house, and this is real wood. So you can see this says prime wood here, and this one say MDF, prime MDF, meaning this is just press wood, like pressed paper. So you don't want that nowhere close to your window, because if you know window is where water tends to accumulate, and you don't want nothing coming and all of a sudden, you know, this don't stand up to the weather, to the whatever. So we want to make sure this is what we're going for. It's a little bit pricey, but you know, this is $47.98 for an 8-foot piece. And like I said, both of them are side by side. Don't pick the wrong one, because you can see this is just pressed paper, pressed wood. That's crap. This is what you're looking for, and this is the 8-foot piece. All right, so we found the piece, and that's good, and it's $47.98, and we're gonna get a piece of it, and we'll meet you back at the house. And again, another thing, let me show you the trim that's here for the side too. Hang on. Here's the casing. These are the casing that we're using. Okay, this you can buy by the foot, but I think these are sold per. Okay, so door and window casing. This is it. This is $8.19, and this is a 7-foot piece. You can see that. So you can either buy this piece and then you're gonna waste a lot of it, or you can, I don't know if they sell it where you can cut it, sell it by the foot. But all of these pieces right here sell by the length. You can get 10-foot. I recommend that you just get a 7-foot piece, so you don't have to pay for too much that you're not gonna use, because you need about at least 6 feet for those windows. All right, so this is the trim, and it's $8.19 per piece. We can find this exact trim at the salvage yard, or the Habitat store, or any one of those salvage store that we go to, because what happened when folks renovate their houses, they donate those pieces to either the salvage store or the habitat store, and normally you'll go to the store and you'll see a bunch of those pieces there for less than $8. They'll be like $1 or 65 cents, 50 cents a foot. So look into those stores for some of those pieces before you go spend $8 on one piece, okay? Because we're all upgrade on a budget. All right, so we found what we were looking for, and now we're gonna head back to home, and actually we're gonna head to Home Depot rental to get the information for the tools that we're gonna need for the project. All right, thank you for tuning in. All right, so we're at the register. We're gonna try to see if we can use our Pro Lowe's card. See if we can get a little bit of discount. How much it says on?
5%. And give me your first. Give me your phone number.
Here's my card.
Okay. Are you a pro?
Yes,
Okay.
I hope that's what I.
All right. Yeah. Give me your phone number.
Should get a little bit of discount.
Yeah, you will. 5%. So it's 51.34 now. Go ahead and run the card. No, it's not tap. Oh, I guess it is. The only one that we have that is.
So we got a 5% discount.
Yep. So I brought it down to 48.77.
So 48.77. So that's not a bad deal, because at least we got a little bit of discount.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there a PO or job name with it?
Yes, this is home.
Home.
PO home. So you can't get everything from the salvage store. Some things you actually have to buy.
Exactly.
So. Okay, folks, we found what we're looking for, and we got a little 5% discount. So we found it at Lowe's. It's here with me, and we got a little bit of discount. So the total price was, and this is an 8-foot piece. Now keep in mind, you might not need that much, or you might have 2 windows and you probably can split it. Depends on the size of your window. We need an 8-foot piece because our size we're going with is 78 inches, I think it was, and we measured. And you're not going to buy 78 inches. You're going to have to buy a 96 inches, which is 8 foot. Okay, and here's what we paid for it. Our total was 51 something, and with our discount 48.77. So not bad. So okay, we're at the Home Depot rental desk, and we're gonna actually try and show you the process of how to get something rented. Kenny, do you rent miter saw?
Yes.
How much does it cost to rent a miter saw?
$27 for 4 hours.
Okay, Mr. Kenny said $27 for 4 hours. Okay, folks, 27. Don't have to buy the one I have. You can come to Home Depot. And what size that is?
It is an 8.5.
8.5 inches, and the board we're cutting is only 5 and a quarter inches. So that's plenty enough. So $27 for 4 hours. Do you also rent a compressor?
I don't have them here, but some of our other stores, like the Sebastian Home Depot, that's a full rental center.
Uh-huh. And you can get a compressor with a airline and a nail gun attached to it.
That's correct.
Okay, how much you think that is per?
You have to look.
Take your time, sir. Take your time. So we're also going to get the information for that. So the 2 equipment that we need for the project I'm doing is a miter saw, which is $27 for 4 hours. And we got a compressor and with a nail gun and a airline. We're going to see how much that is, okay? And I'm at Home Depot. Just the common electric one that we just plug in and go with. It doesn't have to be a big one, the smallest one you got.
$29 for 4 hours.
So now again, compressor, this is a bigger one than what I got. So it's $29 for 4 hours again. So there's no way you're gonna need it for longer than that, because you're gonna cut your pieces, you're gonna measure, cut, and just nail them up. There's nothing hard in what I'm telling you. So that's the price. Compressor, and they have a nail gun too, I'm presuming.
$28 for 4 hours.
So another $28 for 4 hours. So you can just combine all 3 pieces for less than $100. Okay, so that is not a bad deal. Actually, look at the Home Depot site yourself. and you can see what these prices are costing. So thank you so much, and we'll get back to the project here in a few minutes.
Habitat for Humanity store. So there could be one in your neighborhood. You just got to Google that and see if there is. It's a pretty big store. Got a lot of product that you could probably use to do any kind of refurbishment, any kind of renovation. You just gotta check it out. All right, so now we're at Habitat for Humanity, and it is raining. So let's hope we can get in out of the rain. It is coming down, folks. All right, so now we're here. All right, folks, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back here and look at some of the goodies they might have. Like I said, this store has plenty of different things. All right. So, for projects around your house, I recommend that you come here first. Just take a look. Find one of these stores in your neighborhood and come here just to look around, because these are reusable lumber. Sometimes you don't need a piece that's brand new just to do a certain project, but you can always find something here. A little piece of board, a little piece of trim. They got all different kind of trim. You know, they got crown molding. See, they got 16-foot crown molding. I'll probably be coming back to buy some of these, because when we start doing our project for the crown molding, we're probably going to need some of these. So folks, look, they got doors. They got 9-foot, 10-foot doors. They got, like I said, all different kind of lumber. They got the trims. Here is the trim that we're using. We already bought those from the from earlier. Let me show you a piece of what we're going to be using to show you. This is the here is a piece of the trim. So here are some goodies what I came back for today. These are some shelves that you can find little projects to do with shelves. These are real wood, they're prime. And she let me have these for $1.50 a piece, so can't beat that. So again, always check at your Habitat store. Plenty to choose from. Already got one of these doors for my closet, so you just come find one of these stores in your neighborhood, look around. Like I said before we got interrupted, this is some of the trims that we're using on our window. So we already got what we need for right now, and that one is a little bit damaged, so I'll keep checking back on a daily basis if they have some more that come in, and if they do, then I'll get some more. But you know, just before you go spend money at the big box stores like the Home Depots and the Lowe's, you just kind of like find one of these stores, see what they got, walk around, push the cart like regular folks. You know, you just never know what you might run into. They got doors of all kind. Sometimes you just might need a door. You got a busted, I mean, these are doors that's ready to go. Some even got the knobs on them. You never know what you might find. Look at these knobs. And these doors are like 15 bucks, $15. You know, you got little pieces of wood. There's a little piece of baseboard, trim, just so much stuff in these little parts of the store. There goes another trim. I mean, it's not the prettiest piece, but as long as it don't have no major damage, you know, and in major damage, you're good. And there's nothing wrong with this. This just need painting. So we're gonna grab this piece also, and just show you that, you know, digging in the bushel basket, you might find something. So I didn't see this when I came the last time, so it's here now. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in our basket. because, you know, what I do is paint, and that's all I need is painting. So just do another look, quick look, see if there's anything else. And for these knobs here, you know, these are, the door is $15. The knob by itself is $15. So you go figure. You know, you save a lot by just looking into these little bushel baskets you can find. There's plenty to choose from. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna walk around a little bit more, then I have to end this vlog. You just never know what you might find in one of these stores. You know, you can get pretty lucky, or you just, you know, every day they have something different. So you just have to just pop in one day, see what they got. And if you're doing a project and you find something, you just did good. If you didn't, then you might have to spend a few dollars. But always check with these stores, you know, because you never know. All right, let's head back in the truck and we're gonna head home, getting hungry. So you see this in your neighborhood, I don't know what they might have. They might have like a thrift store. They might have a salvage store. Just Google anything salvage in your neighborhood, and I guarantee you'll find one of these stores there. And like I said, you can always find a product to help your project goes cheaper. And trust me, man, it's the same thing that these big box stores are selling. You know, you can find pretty much a little bit of everything in these stores. And I'm not a cheapskate by a long shot, but just to show folks how you can do some stuff on a budget, that's what I'm here for. So we're gonna head home now. I'm getting a little bit hungry, and we'll connect back once we get back home. All right. Plus it's raining out here, folks. So it's a hit and miss. Sometimes you might find something, sometimes you don't. We found one piece of trim and we found some shells. So for $15, you got 10 or 11 shelves, and you got a piece of trim that you're going to use to trim the window out. So we have 10 windows in the house, so we can always use it. Not going to go bad. It's wood. It's real wood. So we just stick it in the garage, and once we're ready for it, it's going to be there. All right, we're home. Now we're gonna unload this stuff in the house and make some breakfast. So hang on. All right, just a heads up. This is the piece that we have left over from the window we did yesterday. And you can see it, this is the real, it's just like the one we got today. See, you can see the wood grain, this is real wood. So this is the half that we have left over, and we already labeled this one. This one is going to be for the laundry room window. I don't know if you've seen it upside down or not, but this one is going to be for the laundry room window. So this is the piece that we have left over, and there's the piece that we bought just now. This is the one that we just got. It's the same exact thing. So, it's all wood, and like I said, some things you're just not gonna. Some things you're just gonna have to purchase. So that's the one piece that we know we're gonna have to pay at least full price for. But all right, so let me pause here, grab something to eat, and then we'll get back when we start the work. All right, folks, thank you for joining me today. Breakfast was great, as usual. 3 scrambled egg, toast, avocado, piece of sausage, beef sausage, of course. But anyway, this video has gotten a little bit long, so we're gonna do a part 2 to this video where we show you the actual installation of those trim. We thank you for joining me today, watching this video. Thank you for tuning in to Life with Dixon. Thank you for clicking on my link. And like I said, if this is your first time, you know, always recap what the purpose is of this video. We bought this house and we're trying to put some equity into it by upgrading it pretty much from the outside in. So now we've done the outside, and now we're on the inside, and we'll be doing videos periodically just to show you what we're doing to update and upgrade this house. There will be another video coming out in another couple of days of the actual work, the actual installation of the window trim, the molding. And like I said, if you have any question, I would love to read a comment down below, and you know, like, share, and subscribe to this video as always. There's a storm out there, and we got to make sure we got our propane grill and water and everything just to be prepared. You never know. And thank you for joining me today again. Love each other, and we'll go further.